Yo, 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 what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ick, and today I'm bringing you a new video and a new series on the channel. Today I'm bringing you Beat It, Delete It, or Freeze It. And what this is a new review series where every week I'm going to be bringing you guys new games that either I played or, games you guys recommend me, or mentioned in the comments or something like that. And it'll just be, just games like I said that I played or that you guys recommended me, and whether you should play it right now, whether you should delete that shit because it's terrible, trash, or whether you should maybe save it, put it on the back burner, maybe wait for a sale or price drop or something like that, because it's just not worth being bought at full price or as soon as it comes out or whatever. So today we're gonna be talking about Horizon Zero Dawn. Um, it's a third-person action adventure game, I guess you can say. I mean, it's open world as well, right? So, third-person action adventure open world game where you take control of a main character, a woman named Aloy, and I don't want to dive too much into the plot because I don't want to ruin the story if you haven't played it yet. But you're a hunter, you get weapons, there's upgrades, collectibles, armor, and all of that. Uh, the game kind of gives off, I want to say, a little bit of God of War vibes. It gives off a little bit of a Dragon Age, kind of like a Skyrim kind of vibe as well, with the whole quest and side mission system and stuff like that, and earning certain upgrades and rewards and weapons through the side quests and stuff. The side quests were really interesting. A couple of them are repetitive, but for the most part, you're not really doing the same thing too much. There's a nice little bit of variety with the side missions and stuff. A lot of the characters, especially the dude who raised the main character, I forgot his name, but he gives off some Kratos, God of War vibes. But the game itself kind of reminds me of another PlayStation exclusive that was it was on PS3 that I played called Heavenly Sword. Um, I enjoyed the combat in this game. It's simple. It has some variety where it's not too boring or dull, because different enemies have different weaknesses, and then different enemies also have different weak points, and then there's different weapons that you can use for certain enemies and certain weak points and stuff like that, and certain enemies can be like tied up or whatever. So it adds a little spice to the combat, but on the flip side, I would have liked to seen more side missions or quests or whatever. I felt like there wasn't enough. I could have used like another maybe I want to say 20, 50, anywhere between 15 to 25 more side missions just to flesh the game out some. I felt like uh, that was missing. More weapons, like, I mean, there were different weapon sets, but they were pretty much the same weapons with just different weapon stats or different weapon abilities. So it would be like, the shotgun bow, or a sniper type of precision bow and arrow or whatever. And it's the same bow and arrow, but this set it reloads faster, or this set it's stronger, or this set it does something else. Like, I just wish there was more weapons, just more variety of weapons, or even better upgrades as well, especially when you think of the whole futuristic side of the game. Like, why am I just using bow and arrows? And even after you get the armors and the upgrades and stuff like that, I felt like they could have did more with the whole tech side of things or whatever. um More DLC as well. I mean, I wouldn't have been mad. I know they put out the Frozen Wilds DLC, which I did start playing after I platinum the game, but I never got around to finishing, which I will eventually. But um you know, I thought there were enough enemies in the game, but I just wish there was also more variety of human enemies. You know, I think that uh, there just wasn't enough human enemies. There was like, you know, just the typical grunt, and then maybe like a special boss with like a Gatling gun or a flamethrower or something like that. But it was basically just one or two enemy types, and that's it. You know, and then you know the melee dudes and the crossbow guys, which again I just think that we should have had more human enemies. But you know, all in all, I'm gonna give Horizon Zero Dawn 9 out of 10. You know, I thought it was a great PlayStation IP. It had an interesting story, good characters. The graphics, you know, the game looked beautiful, and it was original. You know, it felt like you were playing something new and fresh, and not just the same, you know, tired ass AAA title. Um, the only reason I'm not giving it a 10 is, like I said, because I did feel a little let down by the fact that there weren't more weapons or better tech when you look at the futuristic side of things in the game or whatever. And also, you know, maybe if there was one or two more DLCs, I could have been alright with it. But I feel I still feel like 9 is a strong score though, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it for it. You know, I'm gonna go with Beat It. This is 110% Beat It for sure. This is definitely a game that you should play. It was a PlayStation Plus title, if I'm not mistaken, not too long ago. So if you do have PlayStation Plus and you have just been, you know, grabbing games and just downloading them and putting them to the side, you probably do have this game for free already if you were a PlayStation Plus subscriber for the past I want to say 4 months, because I think this was the PlayStation Plus game for like December or something like that. So I'll say 4 or 5 months. Then you probably have this game for free. And even if you don't have this game for free, there's probably a PlayStation sale going on right now that you can probably snatch this up for. And even if there isn't a PlayStation sale, I'm pretty sure this game is just $20 now, which is a very, very good deal. I would opt for getting the deluxe edition just so you can get the Frozen Wilds DLC or whatever it's called, the definitive edition, whatever that edition is. Just get that edition. I bought it for $20 and it came with the DLC and uh, you know, the game art and all of that stuff like that. Not that I'm gonna really like look at any of that stuff, but just get the complete edition because the DLC from what I've played so far is actually looking pretty interesting. I think I've only played like the first like 2 hours of it, but it is very interesting. So, uh, yeah, this has been Beat It, Delete It, or Freeze It.